Acting is easy. Why are we watching all these YouTube videos when I'm saying acting's easy? Because acting is easy. Good acting takes skill. Good acting, the kind that you want to study for, is going to take some dedication and a commitment to excellence. And lately at my studio, where I feel I've got the most dedicated and wonderful students, we've had a little spate of laziness. Sometimes, by the way, sometimes good actors can be lazy as well. You get a little complacent, you get a little used to it, you can kind of phone it in. So reading the entire script, I cannot stress this enough, how important this is. And if you find yourself being the kind of actor who only wants to read your scene, who feels that they don't have the time to read the entire script, then stop and consider what it is that you're doing with your career and with your art. If you're just doing this for fun, on the side, you just want to play a little bit, okay, I would still think you would want to commit to being the best you can be at it. But if you want this to be your career, your art, your livelihood, what you've committed your life to, care enough to commit yourself to excellence. Read the entire script from beginning to end, multiple times. Some great actors will talk about reading it 300 times. Sometimes they'll talk about reading it and writing their own version of the script. I've heard actors who will take out all stage direction and just have their dialogue written there without any punctuation, so that they get to determine how everything is said. But the script is what you're going to be basing all of your decisions on. Now, there's a lot of things oftentimes that aren't in a script. There's going to be decisions that you need to make, maybe about your family background or your socioeconomic background, or all kinds of things that are what you get to fill in. They're not written there in the script, but they're for you to be able to create and build. But the script, that's your basis for everything. So if you can't be bothered to read the script, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting my time? So if you're feeling a little burnt out, then find something else to excite you. Maybe challenge yourself to dig in more. Maybe challenge yourself to say, all right, what haven't I found in this script yet? What's part of my biography that maybe I can find based on what something or somebody else says about me? What is the genre of this script? The more scripts you read, the better you will become at acting. As simple as that. You'll start to understand what a writer is trying to convey and what the rhythm and the structure of a screenplay, right? You're going to have a different script if it's a play, if it's a half-hour sitcom, if it's a 1-hour drama, if it's a 2-hour movie, if it's a limited series. They each have their own structure. The more of them you read, the more you're going to be able to understand how you can take it and break it apart and use it as your fuel for acting. So I really want you to care. I'm assuming that you're watching these videos and you care. Sometimes maybe you're looking for the shortcut, and I'll try to give you the shortcut in terms of all of my years and years and years of experience distilled, but you're still gonna have to put in the work. I can't do the work for you. I can't care about your career more than you do. It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. And I know as actors, oftentimes we feel very frustrated. We trying to get an agent, and if we don't have an agent, or we're trying to get roles, or we're trying to get seen for features, or we're trying to get seen for leads, and so a lot of times we feel like we are not in control of our career and our destiny. But then why don't you take control of what you can, your craft? Figure out what is it that your character loves to do in their spare time, even if it's not given in the script. What is it that your character likes to watch on television? Do they watch television? What do they like to read? Maybe spend your spare time reading the books that they would like to read. You are in the driver's seat for your performance and for what it is that you're doing. So don't waste it. Don't waste my time. I mean, I'll still try to help you, but it's really disrespectful to the people that you're working with. If you're on set and you haven't read the entire script, if you're in class and you haven't read the entire script, it is a real disservice to the other people who care and are putting their time and energy in. If I've got to spend time explaining to you that your character is not who you thought they were because you didn't read the last part of the script after you died and the big secret was revealed about who you really are, that's a waste of a lot of people's time, and it's something you could have done, and it's professional. I wouldn't want to have, okay, it's hyperbole and a little dramatic, but I wouldn't want to have a doctor who didn't read about things that maybe if they're a heart surgeon, I still want them to understand skin and breath. So care about it. I mean, again, I'm hoping, because you're watching these videos, and I'm hoping for those of you who have been able to study with me in class or online or in person, care. But take those moments, take that time, and for goodness sake, start with reading the entire script. If you can't be bothered, maybe you need to find another career. Too harsh? I don't know. But I love acting, and I care about acting, and I care about making you a better actor. I really do. I love to see somebody get excited about something when I give them a note about something, or they find a new insight into the character and a new understanding, and I can just see them blossoming. That thrills me. That kind of excitement and that care and love don't come if you can't be bothered to even read a script. So read the whole thing. Every once in a while, I know even for auditions, you might not be able to get the entire script, so you're going to have to fill in a lot. But you're still going to have to stop and answer and think about all of those questions. And most of the time you can reach out and ask your reps, your managers, and your agents, or you can reach out to casting and get some of those questions answered that aren't by the sides that you have. Sides are the portion of the script that you're given for an audition as opposed to the entire script. So acting can be very easy. Anybody can do it. I'm sure you've seen some people, you're like, well, I could be better than them. Well, what is going to make you better than them? Reading the whole script is a great beginning. So when you are ready to do what you came here for, come and check out a class, whether it's in person or online. And in the meantime, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you feel like this was a little too harsh, or if it's just the little kick you needed to get going. See you next week. I'm Shannon Sturgis. I forgot what I'm saying at the end here. Or you'll be boop.
Let's